I think a lot of what we do is today is anachronistic. Okay, you also belong to the academic fraternity. So you have also other kinds of very legitimate agenda, no doubt, in terms of social transformation and so on. But the thing is, in the process, sometimes wonder this kind of anachronism it damages academic integrity. Now, for example, you were saying that this, classical, in so-called Hindu, and Vedic, let's call it grammatical, understanding of, the ashramas and so on. It's all materialistic and so on. I mean, come on. I mean, even within Buddhism, the ordinary, those who are not monks, otherwise society will collapse. How will the society reproduce itself? If there is no marriage, there is no family, and this is rudimentary, we all do it, and let's not be hypocritical about it. So this is perfectly all right, this kind of, I greatly appreciate that kind of, if it's Brahmanism, Vedism, whatever it is, and you have to accept these things for what they are. And even Buddhism, as far as I think, what would be the term, ordinary sadhakas are concerned, this sort of thing was perfectly okay. In fact, Buddhism had a great appeal to the mercantile class, to the Kshatriyas and so on. But come on, could they possibly have, was there even a remote possibility of their giving up the kind of worldly pursuits they were engaged in, which made them what they were, merchants, warriors, or whatever it is. So why do we want to do this? I mean, let's not stretch it to an extent, this kind of binary, where it becomes unsustainable and where then, and this is my final point, it actually begins precisely to feed into those currents, which are the dangerous currents, where both of us are in perfect agreement, and in complete agreement. The sort of, I'm with you completely, the sorts of what we are witnessing today, we have been witnessing for a long time, at least definitely for the last 10 years, and it's a long history. But then, this is not the best way to fight it. To accentuate that binary in some kind of an extremist kind of fashion, to the point where we lose credibility. That's what this is.
Okay, let me respond to what has been said. I think we must understand that Dr. Ambedkar has said that religion, Hindu religion, I have forgotten to tell what is the concept of Hinduism in the opinion of Lalmani Joshi. His definition of Hinduism, drawing distinction from Buddhism and Brahmanism, is that Hinduism is the amalgamation of Brahmanic ideology and as well as all ideology which has impacted on Brahmanism and extended and reform. All that together is Hinduism. But let me come to your point. Dr. Ambedkar says the religion, because Hinduism or Brahmanism is the religion of rules. Manusmriti, which is codified the entire Hinduism, is morality and law is one and the same. That is what he said in philosophy of Hinduism. And that is also true. Now, Dr. Ambedkar says that religion should be a matter of principle. It's not a matter of rule. Now, when you let down the principle, you let down the ultimate principle, moral principle, but that doesn't mean that you are denying it the other variation and deviation. So when I am saying that the Brahmanism is based on materialistic motivation and greed, and that it should be based on non-attachment, that doesn't mean that Buddha was not recognized in the society. Buddha recognized the society. Buddha recognized that there will be a private property with everybody. But the ultimate principle is important, that you don't use your material forces in a manner so that you exploit others, not with a greed, the way the Brahmanic economic state. So the moral principle is the guideline for the householder also. So it's not a binary, please understand. It's not a binary, it is the binary of the moral principle. Secondly, the sannyasa. Did Buddha say that the entire society, entire country should be converted to monk? No. At least it is a principle. Monk may tell you that you are non-attachment, you want to have an elevated life, with a different principle, but some of them will do it. But this is a principle and ideal for the society. Therefore, Arya-Ashtanga Marga is there for the monk to follow. But he has also given Panchashil, 5 principles for the household. Not to speak, not to steal, not to lie, not to indulge into intoxication, not to indulge into sexual activity. It is 5 principles even for household. So please understand, it is not a binary. It is the moral principle which serve as a guide to the people in general, householder, to direct their life in a manner such that there is a well-being of all. Bhojan Hitaya, Bhojan Sukhaya. So please don't take it to the other extreme.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful thought and clarification of all the questions. Now I request Dhammachari Lokamitra ji for chairperson remark.